Good morning, and welcome to Under the Elk, our monthly podcast where we, Jennifer and I, at the Elks Theatre and Performing Arts Center, let you know what's going on at the Elks, what events are happening, what new things are going on, and a belated Happy New Year to you all, because this is our first live cast of the 2020 year, and we're happy to be here. And let me introduce my guest. My guest is, to my left, Jennifer Ward. She is the co-manager of the Elks Theatre. And my name is Stephen Kartstein, and I am the marketing and program manager at the Elks Performing Arts Center. Although we both work together at the same place, we do kind of do separate jobs
things.
And separate venues. So let's get on with the show, and thanks for listening.
Yeah.
What we'd like to do today is just kind of talk a little bit about 2019 and some of the things that are coming up in 2020 that we're heading in to do. So, Jennifer?
Yes.
What's happening?
What's happening at the theater?
Let's recap 2019. What went on at the theater that's new, different? What new programs were developed? What new people were you connected to? And how did it all work out for you?
Well, I think 2019 brought us some opportunity to co-produce some things or to produce some of our own things. Mm-hmm. We still are pulling in amazing tribute bands that are really, really good. But we're reaching out and trying to expand, and we kind of started that last year. So we're bringing in new and different, some community theater, which we've done in the past as well. Mm-hmm. But more of that, more local talent, fundraisers, things like that. And we'll be getting in deeper into self-production this year, 2020 as well, and doing some even different things, pulling in some different ideas.
What kind of local groups are you getting involved with?
Right now, I think that we just are we've got Western Heritage Museum that we're working with right now, doing benefits and things like that. So really not always music.
Good.
We do a lot of things in the theater, and it's fun, and it's getting more fun. We're getting busier, as are you guys upstairs. Yes. Everybody's busy, and we cross help each other. So it's good.
Excellent. Yeah. And the community theater you mentioned, who are you involved with in the community theater? What
we help One Stage Family Theater. They're an amateur community theater troupe that comes in several times a year to do plays, stage plays. They'll do 2 or 3 events per play. And we've got Matilda going on this weekend as well. And
that is a one-stage production?
That is not a one-stage production.
Park Avenue?
Yes, Park Avenue. Thank you. Park Avenue Theater. Yeah. So and they're an amazing troupe as well. So if you like, community theater and helping support these kiddos and adults who, maybe don't have super high hopes, but who do an amazing job on the stage, come out and see them.
So when you get involved with these community groups, how does the community get involved? The people out there that might be interested in joining in on one of these events, or maybe even participating in a production, how would they get involved in something like that?
I mean, obviously they can call us and we can put them in touch if they want to be involved within the theater troupe, be it set building or things like that. I mean, they need everything. And there's not a lot of money to put out there. So community is really important for these theaters to gain help and respect too, I think. People kind of sometimes frown upon community theater, and I think that that's not fair. I think they need to come in and see and just support these kiddos because they work hard.
You said kiddos. Is it a youth? Are they
primarily
youth.
Mm-hmm. Really and obviously there are adults. If there's adult parts, they may cast a teenager or an adult, but lots of kids, and lots of kids.
Excellent.
Who just have fun up there, who may not have the opportunity to do that somewhere else.
Excellent. So. Wow. And I know for a fact that there were some really big changes that went on at the theater last year as far as sound goes.
Oh, we did. We got a new sound system.
Yeah. Yes, we're no longer using Vitaphone.
Yeah, we have a brand new sound system, new speakers, new board. and it sounds amazing. It really, really does. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
The other things that were there were old, and now
Right.
we're new
Well,
and
I think
updated, and it's fun.
those were from the 70s, I think,
Probably,
the sound system.
Yeah.
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 And,
So we've got all new goodies, and it's good stuff.
Excellent.
Sounds great. Yep.
And this is a new digital board, as I understand it, because the old board was soundboard was analog. And what's happening to all that old equipment?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're trying to figure out what those things are worth, and donate them to a place that's going to give them some. They're not broken, so they need to be used and not thrown away. And we're going to do that. We have a couple of ideas in mind of other local theater stages and places that might need that. So they'll be donated. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what are there other things that are in the works for the theater to improve, change, upgrade?
Not anything large that I'm aware of. I mean, we did our major overhaul 10
Right.
years ago, so she's gorgeous. If you've
Right.
not been in there, get in there.
Oh, for sure.
There's something for you, I promise you. So many different genres of music, and like I said, the stage plays, and we do movies. Movies are really important for you all to understand and come to, because it's cash donation at the door. Every Wednesday almost. We do have some things come up, things that happen where we don't have a Wednesday booked, but cash donation at the door. We sell beer, wine, popcorn, candy, all those good things. We're reasonably priced because we are nonprofit, so we want you to come in and we want you to have a good time.
Yeah, excellent. And don't forget to mention the Sundays.
Oh, and Sunday, yeah,
Yeah.
we're kind of focusing Sundays. Also, not every Sunday, but we want to do some old films, some old classics.
Yeah.
Dr. Zhivago's coming up and things like that. Some people just like a matinee, and maybe you don't want to go out and drive in the evening or something
Right.
like that, or you want to bring your grandkids or your kiddos, and so those are going to be Sundays will be classics, but we're also talking about doing some children's classics as well on Sundays, so it won't be all 1944.
Right.
What have you?
The
We did
golden
Mary,
years,
right? It won't
so to
all be
speak.
the golden years. So,
Yep.
we did Mary Poppins recently, and that was good. So, and sometimes we'll have 50 people in the theater for a movie, and sometimes we'll have 200. It just depends.
Right.
But we're there. We're
Excellent.
present for you. So so get in there and do that. It's inexpensive and it's fun, and it feels good to see a movie in there.
Yeah, we were at a meeting yesterday with the other people that kind of are involved in this, and we were looking at the lineup for all the movies for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And looks great.
Yeah.
A lot of fun movies, some really great classic movies, some fun kids movies, some neo-classics from the 80s.
Right. We try to do
and-
some throwbacks that people are going to
Yeah.
kind of reminisce about maybe their teenagers, as far as that goes.
Right.
Yeah,
And if they're a
definitely.
little younger than me, they would be contemporary movies.
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah, depending on your age range,
Yes.
but it's going to mean something to you. So it's really great. In the summertime, we tend to focus a little bit more on the kids. And sometimes we'll do a daytime where the kids can come in during the day in the summer.
And you're involved with, who is it from the city that helps with the movies? There was somebody that you guys were involved with. I can't remember who it was.
Prescott Downtown Partnership.
Prescott Downtown.
Yeah, Prescott Downtown Partnership definitely, promotes the business that's going on at the theater, and we get them our information often, and they get out there and they put it on the kiosk downtown. They get, artwork spread all over the place. And yeah, if people say they don't know what's happening at the theater, they didn't know, just call us. If you can't find something in writing or something posted somewhere, give us a call. We have no problem running down the list of what's happening. Especially in the older generations, some of the seniors, they don't use the internet, and they call, and we will sit as long as they want and go over what's happening. And so always call us, check our website if that's what you do.
And what's the number to
Keep
reach
your
the
eyes
box office
open.
at?
Box office is our office upstairs in the theater, and that's 777-1370. And there are typically two of us that answer the phones in there. If we don't answer, it's because we're helping someone just like you. So leave us a message. We don't put you on hold, so that's good. So yeah, leave us a message. We'll get back to you. No question is ridiculous, you know.
Okay.
We're people.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. And the website is www.prescottelkstheater.com, and theater is spelled on that particular address Theater,
Right.
as opposed to the other ways you'll find it spelled with the RE. So just to add to your confusion.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what the Elks is all about and what our mission is, because I think it's worth repeating as often as we can why we're here and what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about our basic mission
Well,
as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, and I think that we're really here, like I said, we're nonprofit now, so we can do so much more for the community. I think that's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the community in here. Let's help them. Let's, we've got scholarship funds of all kinds. Yep. We've got scholarship dollars that literally give people scholarship money through the high school at the end of the year. They have to be in the arts, but performing arts, but that's available, and people don't realize that. You know, we've helped send children in the band to Hawaii, and we've donated instruments. You know, instruments are expensive, and we know that. And as parents, we know that can be difficult when your child wants to take a dance class or play an instrument, and you simply cannot afford to do that for them, and that shouldn't be a thing. So, so helping the community, you know, getting ourselves out there so that people do know that we're there for them. So
excellent. And I think it's also important to recognize that it's the people that are coming to our shows, whether it's in the theater proper or upstairs in the Crystal Hall, the Performing Arts Center, or using the dance studios and the music rooms and the recording studio, whichever it is. But it's you people out there in the community that are coming to us and donating money at the theater for the movies, or buying tickets for the musical shows, or upstairs on the third floor when you come and get yourself a glass of wine or a bottle of beer or whatever it is. That money comes back around and is going back out into the community. And a lot of the things that Jennifer just mentioned, scholarships for Prescott High School students in the arts. We give away thousands of dollars worth of scholarships every year. Matter of fact, we're doing it right now. We're collecting applications. Music buying, similar to what ACR does, where we provide musical instruments and right now we're working with Mile High Middle School to provide instruments for their classes, where, you know, the parents can't afford to buy them, so we go out and they come to us. They tell us what it is they want, and we'll go out and buy it for them.
And make it happen.
And make it happen for them.
It's a great feeling. And like Steven said, you know, the Wednesday night or Sunday movies, when you make that cash donation, and it literally is of any amount, okay, if you can't afford to take your child and your family to the movies, this way you can, and that makes us feel really good. And those dollars that we collect at the end of the night, that goes right into our community outreach and scholarship funds. So it literally is going right back in to you.
I think, you know, and it's really important to recognize that this is a circle, and when you come to us, that money you spend with us helps your neighbor, helps yourself, goes to other people out there in the community. That it's really different than a lot of what everybody else does.
Well, sure.
And there's nothing wrong with the retail establishments out there, but
we're just not for profit.
We're not for profit, and our mission is to provide a place for the arts in Prescott, for them to learn, for them to practice, for them to grow.
Whether it's amateur or professionals, it doesn't matter. We want it all. And I think, you touched too on the recording studios upstairs. I think so many people aren't even aware that we have those. And this is not an expensive endeavor for you. You know, if you want to record something, get up there. You want to have a dance class, we've got a great hip hop class coming tonight. A friend of mine is doing.
Ron Howard.
He
brand new, just started last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He is a professional dancer. He dances for MC Hammer, and he's a ton of fun. And he's having a class up there, and he'll be doing that, and some beginning and some advanced and intermediate. So check it out. Lots of dancing, yoga, ballet.
Ballet, yeah. I think
All the things.
what just happened this past week, we had in conjunction with Summers Dance Academy over there on Miller Valley, and in conjunction with Nicole Romaine, who is Prescott's only master ballet instructor. We imported the Elks Theatre and Performing Arts Center, invited a master dancer from Russia. His name was Valery Lantratov, who came out to Prescott, was here for a day, and gave specific instruction to those who were interested in growing their ballet skills. And it was a wonderful event. We had probably 30 or 40 children, a couple of adults in the beginners classes, a couple of dozen in the intermediaries, and 10 or 12 in the pairs dancing that was specific on point for ballet. And it was outstanding. I mean, the children just got, I won't call them children because a lot of them were teenagers, but they just got just a heck of a lot out of it. And that's the kind of thing that your donations and your participation supports here in the community. It's a perfect example where we're able to do that. And without you coming to us and supporting us, those are the things that won't get done in this town because nobody's going to do them but us.
Yeah. And if you want, obviously we'll take donations however we can get them. And then by doing our own events where those dollars go out, like I said. But if you do buy your tickets online through our website, there is an opportunity for you to throw in a donation. And that could be
$1,
$5, $1.
Whatever.
It could be anything. And it adds up. When we kind of have our meeting about what our fund is looking like, I think we're always a little bit surprised because it does add up, and it feels so good to say, hey, you know what, we've got enough now, we can do this or that, which maybe we weren't sure we were going to be able to do. So it's good. It's good stuff.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And just as an idea, just to kind of give you a short rundown of some of the groups we participate and help. Obviously, I mentioned Prescott High School with the scholarships, the Mile High Middle School with the music instrument purchases. We also participate with Latia. We provide a space for La Tierra School for their children to come and learn dance and exercise and get out of the classroom and get exposed to a little bit of culture, as it would be. We help provide space for PCA, Prescott Center for the Arts, to practice, and we're up the street from them, so they can just pop in, and we provide a dance studio for them where they can come in and go.
We are not in competition.
No, we're not in competition. We're here to help. Yavapai College, Prescott College, Mile High Comedy. They started upstairs on the 3rd floor in the Crystal Hall doing practicing, and now they've moved to the big theater where they have 3 or 4 shows a year. Really good, and they have one coming up not too long from now. I mentioned the ballet. We have the only professionally installed Marley floor, and it is a great place to come and learn if you want to. We also partner with the Arizona Philharmonic, Prescott Night Out, the folk sessions. There's just an endless list of people that we are involved with, that we assist, they assist us, and it all goes around. But again, can't emphasize it enough that it doesn't happen without you guys coming to us and helping us out. And by in turn, helping out all of these other groups in town. It's a wonderful thing to have happen.
It is. It
absolutely.
is. Our ballrooms or our halls upstairs on the 3rd floor are absolutely beautiful. If you've not been up there, or you need to have a small party, a wedding,
up to
a
100.
quinceañera, something, anything. Up to 100 people, business meetings, anything, baby showers. Really, truly affordable, and
prom, dance.
Beautiful and affordable. Don't write that off as an option, because you walk in there and it's just stunning. So
Yeah, just like everything else that goes around in the Elks, money received from the third floor events comes back down to the second floor and out the door in the community outreach programs. So, you know, it really does make a huge difference.
It
when
really
all of
does.
these-
Yeah,
these
you can
groups
hear
come to
people
us.
say that they, you know, what goes around comes around or goes back out, and sometimes you're not really sure.
Yeah,
But in our case, it really does.
it really does. It really does make a difference.
Yeah.
And that's great.
It's fun.
So if you haven't ever been to the third floor of the Performing Arts Center, there are 2 event halls up there. There is the Crystal Hall on the west side, which is the larger of the 2, has a full kitchen attached to it. There is on the other side the Sundance Room, which is more applicable for business meetings, small groups, and things of that nature. It still has a capacity of about 80.
For sure, and it's still beautiful.
And it's a beautiful
Just different.
room. You know, certainly the architecture was preserved during the remodel. So when you walk up there, from when the Elks took it over, which was lawyers' offices, cubicles, fluorescent lights, drop ceilings.
Right.
You see the beautiful barreled ceilings now, the built-in systems, the sound, the gorgeous wood floor,
The lighting.
the high transom door, windows, and everything is just
Beautiful. There's an enormous chandelier in the Crystal Hall that is to die for.
Yeah.
Really, truly.
which was found actually in the cellar of the theater, because it was.
It was?
Yeah, that's what I was told. It was one of those remnants left over from a past owner, and they just kind of found it down there. It was just stuck in a corner.
I didn't know that,
They
and
repurposed it.
it's enormous.
Yeah, yeah.
And looks
Gorgeous crystal, lead crystal
brand new.
piece.
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't
absolutely.
know it wasn't new, so that's amazing.
Well, it's kind of like the clock. If you're up on if you look out the front of the building, you see the clock upstairs on the third floor, which is the original clock from the Elks when they built the facility in 1905, and they've now moved to PV. But that was found in the alley behind us, leaning against the dumpster, getting ready to be thrown out.
Yeah.
And the contractor and someone else was walking along and said, "Oh my God, look
my
at that
gosh.
thing." It
What a shame.
Just got cleaned out and it didn't have a purpose for it. So it got repaired and now it's there and where it
It's
was
a focal.
originally supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a focal piece. It's really pretty.
Yeah, excellent. So anything else going on that you want to mention to the crowd?
I think maybe just a few of the upcoming shows, events that we have going on. I'm going to use my cheat sheet here, but obviously we've got the play this weekend, Matilda, still happening. We've got an event tonight at 7, tomorrow at 2, and tomorrow evening at 7. And then Matilda will be over and they'll strike the stage.
What's Matilda about?
It's a young girl. I didn't get to watch. I'm embarrassed to say I didn't get to see very much of it. I work,
Yeah.
We do it all at the theater. And just like Stephen and Trevor too, we work in the offices, but we also tend bar and we, make sure that everyone is safe and
Yeah, we
secure
have-
and having fun too.
Let's say we have a lean staff.
We have a lean
We don't
staff.
waste a lot of money
we
on
wear
employees.
and we wear many hats.
Yes, you do.
Many hats, some of which we'd rather not have to wear. And so we've got a lot going on. So I didn't get to watch a lot of Matilda. It's about a little girl, I know that, and I do know that she's telling a story. It's amazing. It's got a huge cast, mostly children, and they do a great job. They do an amazing job. So again, 7 o'clock tonight, 2 tomorrow, 7 tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we've got a gal coming in through a production company that we use, Chris Dodge Entertainment. And that's Gunhild Carling. And if you have any spare time and you're not sure, hop on the internet if you can and take a peek at maybe some YouTube of Gunhild. This gal plays 27 instruments. And when I say I don't mean she knows how. I mean she rocks
A virtuoso.
every one of them.
And every one of them.
She sings, she dances, she's funny. She's just gifted, a very gifted individual. Like, I don't think you can have this kind of talent. I think you're born with this kind of talent.
Right.
So she's going to be a blast. Now, I will tell you, while we're talking to you, Prescott, as a whole area, Prescott Valley, Prescott, I know that our community worries. Like, they don't want to spend money unless they're familiar. And you miss out on a lot. So where you might not know who Gun Hill Carling is, I'm not going to go. Maybe she'll be back next year. I'm going to wait and hear from my neighbors and my friends, see how it was. Then I'll go.
Right.
Just go. Just come.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
come in, y'all. It is so inexpensive. Most every show, not every show. The community theater, those are a little less expensive. Mile High Comedy is a little less expensive. But as a general rule, I would say 85 to 90% of what comes into the theater proper would be $22 a ticket for seniors and $25 otherwise.
Right.
You cannot get talent like we have in the theater for that amount of money.
Right.
So get in there, do something fun, get yourself out of the house, and come see some of these things. So Gunhild is on Sunday.
Sunday, yep. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock
Yeah,
show.
that's an afternoon show. We've got a Reba tribute coming. She's amazing. She typically will sell out, and she's getting pretty full. And that's on the 6th, so that's next Friday. Carvin Jones is not a tribute. It's the real Carvin Jones. If you're familiar with him, he's amazing.
World-class blues guitar. World-class.
It will knock your socks off.
Yeah. If you're a fan of the blues, or you're just a fan of
Please.
people who know how to play the guitar and do it really well, you got to come to see this show.
Please, he travels worldwide. I mean, this is the real deal, and he's amazing. We've got a St. Patrick's Day dance troupe, Celtic dance troupe that comes in usually twice a year. They are amazing, and that's going to be on the 13th of March.
Celebrating St. Patty's Day.
Right. We've got another tribute, a Ray Charles tribute, which is amazing. Yeah, lots of good things. Mark Ford is coming on the 26th of March. Mark Ford, again, maybe not a familiar name.
Right.
And so people tend to step back and not want to make that plunge. Do it. He's amazing. He used to play for the Black Crowes, among many other
Right. A
people
number
and
of other
groups.
groups.
A number of other groups.
Right now he's touring with Dickie Betts and somebody else. I can't remember the other name in the band, but Dickie Betts used to play with the Allman Brothers.
There we go.
Allman Betts Band, that's who it is right
Okay.
now. And I don't remember which member of the Allman Brothers, but Allman Betts is who he's touring with, and he's coming here for one show.
Yeah.
He's just got some time. We reached out to him and he said, sure.
I know,
why
and it's so
not?"
great. It's
Yeah.
really fun. And so again, if you don't recognize the name or you're not sure, call us and ask us what's going on. Who is this guy? You know, that kind of thing. We've got a Southern Rock show. This is the first time this particular show has been in the theater, but not the first time that the band has been in. So if you've seen the Bob Seger band come in, which is also an amazing show.
Right.
You guys, some of these bands, you can't tell that it's not the real deal. You really, truly cannot.
Yeah.
And so this is the same group, the Sam Morrison band that does the Seeger show, and they have this Southern Rock
Yeah.
concert that's coming,
This
and I
is
can't
new.
wait. It's going to be great.
This
So
should
it's
be great.
new.
I've seen the Seeger band twice at the theater
Yep.
now, and each time, you know, you just don't recognize that it's not the real Bob Seger.
I have a
standing
funny
up there.
story. I will share a really short, funny story about that. So I build my own playlist, you know, on Spotify, and I was downloading some songs, and I happen to really like Seeger, and I downloaded a particular song, and it was maybe a year later after I did this that I happened to look at my screen on my car, and it was the Sam Morrison
Really?
band. And I never even knew it wasn't Bob Seger. I downloaded Sam Morrison's song. Go figure. So anyway,
go.
that's how good they are. You would never know.
Right.
And we've got the British Invasion coming, which is on the 28th of March, and that's also super fun. You know, music from those British people, you know. So yeah, movies. Those British people. I kind
not
of.
those British girls. That's a different show.
That is a
But those
different
British
show.
people.
Yes, those British boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a lot of things.
Okay. And what movies are coming up?
Movies, Harry Potter. We're going to be showing all of the Harry Potters. Ultimately, there are many, as you know, but that's coming on the 11th of March. We've got August Rush, which is a really sweet story, and that's on the 25th of March. And then we're doing Dr. Zhivago on the 29th, and that'll be a Sunday classic.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
So I've had
it's a long
already.
one, but it's great to see. Just
Yeah.
the cinematography and the music.
Yeah,
You know, of
we've
course
got
the
people that are
acting.
excited about it. Yeah, people that were at the last one that we did. they just get excited, And before each show too, we run a slideshow that kind of gives you a quick update of what's coming in the nearer future. So while you're sitting there waiting and you've
Eating
got
your
your
popcorn.
beer and wine and soda and whatever, you kind of get a rundown of what might be coming up. So definitely keep an eye on us. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised at what goes on in there. Yeah.
There's lots of stuff coming,
Yeah.
lots of different things going on. And as an example, not only do we have the theater proper, which in its own right is the place to go in Prescott, and by the way, the Courier is starting its best of again. And last 2 years running, the Elks Theatre and Performing Arts Center has been graciously awarded by you out there the best event venue in the Quad City area. And we are nominated again this year. And we are thrilled that you have taken the time to do that. And we hope you go out and vote for us as often as you can. Multiple times, 10, 20, 30, 40 times, doesn't matter.
Anything to get us another little thing.
We're thrilled that you think that much of us, that 2 years running you've given us that nod, and we're hoping for the hat trick this year.
Right. And it's crazy to us sometimes too that we'll have people come up to the bar at our events and they'll say, gosh, I've lived here for, some of them, 30 years.
Right.
You definitely get the few year people, or obviously the people who have just moved here and they're trying it out. But I can't tell you how many times people say they've never been inside. I've never been in here.
Yeah, we hear it all the time.
All the time. And that's a shame. I think you'd be surprised if you've not been in the theater. What you see from the street obviously is beautiful. But when you walk into the theater proper, and upstairs too, but when you walk into that theater proper, it is
turn of the century.
It's going to take you back. I've seen people get choked up, just walking in. So come on in.
It is a fully refurbished turn of the century opera house. Think 1900s, and if you look at an old classic movie and you're seeing the red curtains and the gold gilded boxes and everything just like that. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
Restored theater.
Yeah.
It is a jewel.
It is a jewel. Yeah. We love her.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyways, not only does the theater have its event, but upstairs in the Performing Arts Center, we have our own events that go on up there. And some of them are more geared towards the arts as opposed to musical or movies and things like that. But we have our share of concerts as well. The next event we have going up here on next Tuesday, the 3rd, we have a blood drive that we're sponsoring with the Red Cross. So from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., they'll be available. You can go to redcross.com, make an appointment. There are still a couple of slots available. Otherwise, if you're a walk-in, you're welcome to come in, but there may be a wait of a half an hour, 45 minutes or so before they can take you because of the appointments. And the last 2 times we've done this now, they have been packed to the walls. The first time they actually ran out of supplies because so many people responded. So they're better at it this time. We're better at it this time and better prepared. But we'd love to see you on Tuesday. Come on out and donate blood. And it's always needed, no matter what time of year, to help people out. So on the 13th, we have one of the groups we partner with, the Folk Sessions, is bringing in a group called Acoustic Eat-Along. And tickets are on sale at www.folksessions.com. It's not available on the Elks website. This is an international duo. They perform on, what does she play? He plays the double neck gutio, whatever that is. That's like a double neck guitar, and she plays the cello, and they are outstanding. And you really should see them. I understand that the preferred seats have sold out now, but there still is general admission. All shows, unless otherwise noted, are open seating, general admission, no reserved seats.
Right, and again, just to interject, also very intimate. So the theater holds just under 500 people with a balcony and the main floor. But upstairs,
It's between 80 and 100 per show.
people per
maximum.
show. And then we set up bar up there.
Beer and wine, soda
Beer,
water.
wine, yeah, all that's,
usual stuff.
And it's really intimate and a whole different feel than downstairs. So
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Very intimate. You're up close and personal. You're
Very.
literally feet away from the artist performing.
It's nice.
On the 15th, we have Celia Farran, and she is a singer-songwriter and a comedian. She's been described as a cross between Enya, Joan Baez, and Tina Fey. She has Celtic sound music, which if you think Enya, think Mary Black. If you're familiar with that type of
Love
music,
that.
just beautiful, beautiful. And she's supposed to also be just a hoot. And this is her first time coming, so hopefully we'll do good with her.
Yeah.
And her tickets are also not available on the Elks website. They're available at www.celiaconcerts.eventbrite.com. And you can find all this information on the website,
Right.
on the Elks website to go there,
Yep.
so you don't need to write this stuff down. Two new things we're doing. On the third Wednesday of every night, we have AZ Wordsmith presenting an open mic night, and this is for writers of fiction and nonfiction, and it's an opportunity for you as writers to get up and speak your piece in front of a live audience, and limited to about 10 minutes, but you can, if you're writing a book or writing a poem, you can get up there live in front of everybody and just kind
I
of
love
let
that.
them know that you're out there.
Yeah.
And you get a chance to be heard.
Nice.
Also on the third Wednesday, the Prescott's Art Journey people, the Master Artist Workshops are presenting Speaking of the Arts. And this is a brand new program. We've only had one. And this is 5 local artists who have been invited to speak, something, anyways, I don't know. And they've been invited to speak, and what they have is they'll present some of their art, how they got where they are, what their art is all about, and how their journey brought them to this point. Very exciting, and this is a free event, so you don't have to worry, have some dinner.
Right. Will
come
they
to the
have
show.
artwork for sale as well, or?
They haven't decided yet. The first time they did not sell the artwork, but I think they had requests, so they've got to
I think
consider
they
it.
should, yeah, for
They
sure.
just didn't come prepared
Yeah,
to
not knowing.
manage that process.
It was the first time, yeah, and it'll
it's a-
morph.
And that's on 3/18, both of those shows, the AZ Wordsmith and the Prescott's Art Journey on 3/18. On 3/22, we have a local group called Off the Record, and this is a benefit that they are performing and the Elks is hosting for the West Yavapai Guidance Clinic. And if you're not familiar with the Guidance Clinic, it is the largest local nonprofit health and crisis intervention center in the Quad City area, Yavapai County, and serves approximately 7,000 people in the area. And we are hosting a benefit concert for them, and tickets are on sale on the website. And please come out and support this group. They really do magnificent work in the community.
do.
And really need your help.
Yeah.
So please come out.
7,000 people, and that's a lot.
Yep, absolutely. If you don't know anything about the band, Off the Record it's a classic rock dance band. It features Sky Daddy Conwell and Glenn Walker, Edlon John, and Mike Hutchinson on drums. So it's all local. They're all people you can see around town.
Everywhere.
But it's one of the
Yep.
few places times they get together and play as one group. Then on 3/27, have a great show, the Talbot Brothers, and they've been in town before as part of the folk sessions,
Okay.
but they're coming to the Elks and the Crystal Hall for one show only. They have a new album out, and it is Ghost Talker, and they will be presenting in the, the Run No More Tour is what it's called, and they are exceptional musicians. And if you're familiar with their music, you know you don't want to miss this one show that we're having. If you're not familiar with their music, you want to come
Still
out and
don't miss it.
experience it, because
Yeah.
you will not you will regret it, and you will walk away going, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
again, people wait for that feedback from the community. They
Yeah.
may not come back. Maybe they're not going to come back.
Right.
We don't really ever know. And so just step out, and do it.
Yep, absolutely. And on top of all of that, we just started up a new program with the Barley Hound and Rosa's Pizzeria, where if you present your show ticket, the Elks Theatre show ticket, to them, just walk in there, you can do your e-ticket, or you can do the hard ticket, or whatever, your printout.
Right.
You show them that, the day of the show, you get 10% off your entire ticket, not including tax and tip.
Right.
So great opportunity to support some local eateries before the show, if you're inclined to do so, and
Which so many
get some
people do.
great food.
Yeah, great food and 10%.
Yeah,
It's
saves you
10%.
money.
Yeah.
You're already coming.
Right.
If you're coming down,
Yeah.
there's a place to go.
Right.
So all of this information is available on the website, www.prescottelkstheater.com. It's all the ticket and show information. So if you have any questions, you can always go there, or like Jennifer said, give us a
call us.
call
Yeah.
at the theater or us at the Performing Arts Center, and that's 928-756-2844.
Yep.
And if we don't answer, that's because we're on the phone or
Yep.
busy with
We're
somebody.
helping
so
someone else,
leave a
yeah.
message and we will call you back
For
as quickly as
sure.
possible.
I want to interject one more thing about the ticketing. Just because the events are taking place within our four walls does not always mean, like you said, that we're selling the tickets for them.
Right.
Most of the time we do. Sometimes we do not. So if you call us and you say, I want to buy tickets for something that we're not selling for, we will help you. Okay, we'll get you to that website. I've even processed tickets for people on the other websites,
Right.
if they're not an internet person. So we're going to help you. Don't get confused when you go on, you say, I can't buy tickets for that show. You can, and there's a link in there. But if you have trouble, just give us a shout.
Yeah.
We'll
be happy
get
to help
you.
So remember, whether you're in the historic Elks Theatre or upstairs in the intimate setting of the Crystal Hall, the Elks Theatre and Performing Arts Center is the place in the Quad City with great live music, movies, comedy shows, and more. And you are supporting the local community by participating with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
We hope to see you next month on Under the Elk.
Yeah.